In a world where speed meets power, one man just changed the equation. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, once known for his lightning reflexes and knockout precision, has returned. Heavier, stronger, and more dangerous than ever. The boxing world can't believe what they're seeing. Davis transformed into a powerhouse seemingly built for destruction. Across the ring stands Jake Paul, the disruptor, the self-made fighter, the man who turned controversy into chaos. But this time he's staring down a monster. Muscle versus momentum, legacy versus ambition. An October night, when the lights dim, the cameras roll, and history waits for its next headline. Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis. The storm is coming. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we re-diving into a fight that feels like it has been pulled straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. The undisputed king of lightweight power, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, versus the internet's most polarizing boxer, Jake "the Problem Child" Paul. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is pure fantasy, right? A pipe dream cooked up by fight fans, but is it really? The lines between weight classes and entertainment are blurring more than ever before. Let's break down how this epic showdown could actually happen, and what it would look like if these two forces of nature finally collided. First, let's talk about the man they call Tank. Gervonta Davis is without a doubt one of the most electrifying fighters on the planet. His record is a testament to pure, unadulterated power. When Tank steps into that ring, it's not a question of if he'll land a knockout blow, but when. We've seen him dismantle elite fighters with a single perfectly timed shot. His fight IQ is off the charts, and his ability to create openings where none exist is a thing of beauty. But the narrative around Tank is changing. For this hypothetical mega fight, we're imagining a different kind of Gervonta. A man who has decided to move up, to bulk up, to become something even more terrifying. Picture Tank not at 135, but at 160 or even 165 pounds. The speed might take a slight hit, but the power would be astronomical. It would be like taking a precision missile and strapping it to a tank. This isn't just a weight jump, it's a fundamental shift in his fighting identity. He wouldn't just be a sniper, he'd be a walking artillery piece. Now let's turn our attention to the other side of this equation, Jake Paul. Say what you will about him, but you cannot deny his impact on the sport of boxing. He's the ultimate disruptor. He came in, broke all the rules, and built an empire on the back of his own ambition. People laughed at him when he fought a YouTuber. They scoffed when he took on a basketball player. But then he started knocking out former MMA champions. The narrative began to shift. Jake Paul isn't just a gimmick. He's a dedicated athlete who has leveraged his fame and fortune to get the best training, the best camps, and the toughest sparring partners. He has a genuine right hand with serious power, and he's shown a surprisingly solid chin. More importantly, he's a master of the mental game. He gets under his opponent's skin before they even step into the ring. He turns every press conference into a circus and every weigh-in into a spectacle. In this matchup, he'd be the natural underdog in terms of skill, but he'd be the A-side when it comes to promotion and sheer spectacle. He'd frame it as the people's champion versus the boxing establishment, old school versus new school. So how does a fight like this even get made? The path is complicated but not impossible. It all comes down to one thing: money. A fight between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis would be one of the biggest pay-per-view events in modern history. The casual fans who follow Jake, combined with the hardcore boxing purists who follow Tank, would create a perfect storm of viewership. The promotional build-up alone would be legendary. Imagine the press conferences. Tank, cool and menacing, letting his fists do the talking. Jake, the brash showman, taunting, prodding, and selling the fight to millions. It would be a clash of personalities as much as a clash of styles. The weight would be the biggest hurdle. They'd have to agree on a catch weight, something that gives Jake a size advantage while forcing Tank to carry more mass than ever before. It's a risk for both. For Tank, it's a test of whether his power can carry up through multiple weight classes. For Jake, it's the ultimate test of his legitimacy. Can he survive against a true pound-for-pound killer? Let's break down the fight itself. The X's and O's. From the opening bell, The dynamic would be electric. Jake Paul would likely try to use his size and reach advantage. He'd want to keep Tank at the end of his jab, control the distance, and avoid getting into a firefight in the pocket. Jake's best path to victory is to make it a long, grueling fight. To wear Tank down with his weight, lean on him in the clinch, and try to land that one big right hand he's famous for. He has to turn it from a boxing match into a brawl, but a controlled brawl on his terms. He needs to frustrate Tank, make him impatient, and force him to make a mistake. But here's the problem with that strategy. You're in the ring with Gervonta Davis. Tank is a master of closing distance. He's not just a power puncher, he's an intelligent pressure fighter. He'll cut off the ring, feint, change levels, and before you know it, he's in range. And when Tank is in range, danger is imminent. He wouldn't be headhunting from the start. He'd go to the body. He would punish Jake's midsection, draining his gas tank and lowering his guard. We've seen Tank do this time and time again. Those body shots are like investments that pay off in the later rounds. With every thudding hook to the ribs, Jake's jab would get a little slower, his feet a little heavier. And then, when the moment is right, Tank will unleash the uppercut or the left hook that has put so many others to sleep. The sheer speed and precision, even at a higher weight, would be something Jake Paul has never ever seen before. He's fought powerful strikers, yes, but he's never fought a world-class boxer with Tank's pedigree. The mental warfare would be just as fascinating. Jake would try to get in Tank's head, but Tank is famously unflappable. He's been in high-pressure situations his entire life. The bright lights of a mega fight wouldn't faze him. If anything, Jake's trash talk might just fuel Tank's fire, making him even more determined to deliver a devastating performance. The question is, can Jake Paul's self-belief withstand the reality of being hit by someone like Gervonta Davis? We've seen him show heart, but there's a difference between heart and the ability to absorb the kind of concussive, fight-ending power that Tank possesses. It's a level of violence that few in the world can withstand. So, who wins? My head tells me Gervonta Davis. Boxing is about levels, and Tank is on a level that Jake Paul hasn't reached yet. The skill gap is significant. The experience in championship rounds, the ring IQ, the killer instinct, it all points to a Tank victory, likely by knockout in the mid to late rounds. After a few rounds of feeling Jake out and breaking him down, Tank would find his opening and close the show in spectacular fashion. It would be a statement, a message to the world that no matter the weight, no matter the hype, true, elite boxing skill prevails. But my heart, the part of me that loves chaos and unpredictability, knows you can never count Jake Paul out entirely. What if he can withstand the storm? What if his power is enough to earn Tank's respect? What if he lands that one perfect punch? That's the magic of this fight. That's what would make millions tune in. It's the ultimate what if. It's the clash of two worlds. The established raw talent of the streets versus the new age manufactured star of the internet. Legacy versus ambition. Muscle versus momentum. This isn't just a fight. It's a cultural event. And whether you love them or hate them, you would absolutely watch. So what do you guys think? Could Jake Paul pull off the biggest upset in boxing history, or would Tank Davis prove that there are levels to this game? Let me know your predictions down in the comments below. I read every single one. This was a fun one to break down, and it really gets you thinking about the future of the sport. If you enjoyed this video, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.